So welcome everybody to the current edition of PM Mastery. And today I have back for the third time, Angela Thurman. Welcome, Angela.
Hi, Walt. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
My pleasure. So Angela was first on in episode 16, which was a standard interview. And then she came back again in episode 25 to talk about the difference between the big A and the little a of Agile. So that was good. And today she's back to talk about her new learning management system that she just launched on her website recently. And we're going to learn a little more about it.
Well, thank you.
All right. So first of all, real briefly, because you've interviewed before, but just what do you do? And then we'll launch into talking a little bit about your new product.
Okay. So I'm an electrical engineer. My background is primarily in aerospace and telecommunications. And I have a 30 plus year career in technical project management. And in 2010, I got my PMP. And shortly before I went to work, no, wait, in 2009, I got my PMP in 2009. And then in 2010, I went to work for a major aerospace company and worked as a subcontracts program manager. So I was working on large, complex products that were later integrated into the systems that my company sold to the OEMs like Boeing and Airbus, Bombardier, and all the other manufacturers of aircraft.
Okay. And now,
After finding myself without a job at the end of 2020, I reevaluated, what it was I wanted to do with my life, and I decided to launch my own project management consulting firm here in Houston. And I have a team of PMs that work with me, and we do all types of project management. One of the PMs really enjoys the more of the software side of life. Implementations of ERP systems and CRMs, other types of software products. And then one of the PMs he's more of the building construction and road projects,
okay.
utilities, those kinds of things. And I like still the new product introduction, supplier management,
Okay.
and those types of projects.
And now you've launched a learning management system.
Yes.
And that's what we're here to talk about today.
Yeah. So I've been getting calls from time to time about offering project management training. And I was always like, well, no, I do the project management. I don't teach it. And then at one point, I'm like, well, why don't I teach it? Why don't I have project management training? And the opportunity came across my desk to partner with an organization that had a really robust back office system that I could basically white label. And I took a look at their offering, and I decided I didn't want to just reuse their content. I wanted to create my own content and use their platform. And so after months of creating that content, as of last Friday, we decided to go live. And so Friday, we published the training page from our website. It links to the LMS website, and we have our first customer already. So I'm really, really excited about it.
So, and I've seen a little bit of it. And right now
Mm-hmm.
you're starting out with project management essentials.
Yes.
And you plan to go from there and launch into other areas, but focused on project management.
Right. So that's my core skill, my background, what I know best, and what people um, identify me for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be teaching, HR.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna stick to project management, and also those core skills that a project manager should have to be a better project manager. So time management, communication skills. Um, One of the courses that's on the platform right now is motivating a team. Those are essential skills for a project manager to have, besides all of the more technical project management skills like balancing a budget and building a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All key things to know.
yeah, yes. So right now we have 10 project management essentials on the platform, and I've already drafted out the next 20 courses, and I'm ready to start writing those transcripts. And then the team that develops the video content, they're ready to go as well.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of getting enough hours in the day to do everything.
Oh, I hear you. So why don't we start? I mean, we did a little walkthrough earlier, but if we could
Mhm,
start at your homepage, show us how the people would connect to it, then we can
mhm.
jump over to the learning management page and talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So this is the Thurm & Co website, and you can see here's our bar to look at all of our content, and here's the new training page. So if you click on the training page or link, it brings up, this is our new content that was just published last Friday. It introduces you to our training, our learning management system, tells you what our courses are designed for, who they're designed for, and what each course contains. So each course will have a video that is 15 to 30 minutes long. And then the the course also includes a transcript of that video. So it's a PDF file. You can download it for study purposes. And then there's a quiz. But before you can complete the quiz, you have to do your homework. So there are some assignments associated with each of the courses. Part of those assignments, one is more reflective, more of a self-evaluation type of assignment, and that doesn't have to be graded. So you can immediately go on to the next set of activities, which do have to be graded. So um, there is some interaction between the students and the instructor, which at this point is me. And then once the assignments are completed, you can begin the quiz. Each of the quizzes is a 5-question multiple choice quiz. It's not anything that's meant to be tricky or overly burdensome. It's just um, a final caption to ensure that you understand the content.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then once, for someone that has already enrolled in the course, then clicking here will take you to the LMS site. And you can see here, I'm enrolled here as a learner. And these are the 10 courses, the essentials that are already on the site. These are active. Anyone can enroll and begin to take these courses.
Okay. So you have all of the courses up here at once because you've paid the full price. So you have access to all of them.
I do.
I do
Now,
see you're behind.
yes, I am. I'm behind.
But I'm betting you
And
know the material since you created the course.
since I created the course, I do know the material.
All right. So you've got a couple things. Okay. You got your course catalog, which is basically in
Mm-hmm,
front of us.
mm-hmm,
You can track your progress. You can join
mm-hmm,
a group or a discussion, and then
mm-hmm.
there's a calendar. Can you tell us a little bit about what those are for?
Absolutely. So, tracking your progress, you can see if I think this will help here. So this, I love how all the graphics work. You can see how many times I've logged in, course completions. Now, I've only 1.1% completed all my assignments, but I love how there's a lot of gamification involved with this platform. And you can see all the different badges I've recently earned. You could compare me to others that are in the platform as well.
Cool.
Um, so different point levels, um, and I can compare, over the month, the week, just yesterday, and here are my total points earned. I could view this as an infographic as well.
Hmm.
Oh,
Very
my pass rate
visual.
is 100%.
Good deal.
Woohoo! So I mean, I love how this is all contained in the platform.
Hmm.
Uh, and go back to I can see my certificates, and then we look at my groups. I have a group set up for beta testers right now. Here's where I have messages in and out. So we mentioned the discussions and joining a group. Let me just do a quick search here. Here we go. Um, so I can create a group, or students can even create a group. If you wanted to create a study group um, with your fellow students, or if I wanted to create a cohort for students that are going to launch into a learning path at the same time, we can do that. We also have the calendar. So let's say that I was going to host a webinar at um, at the midpoint of this learning path that would host a special topic or um, just some some special discussion. I could schedule that here in the platform as well.
Okay.
So there's a lot of communication um, available within the platform, and then it's connected so it gets delivered to your email.
And you're just getting started with this, so I'm sure as you
Yes.
get into it more, it will
Hmm.
develop and get even better as you
Yes.
get your feet under you there. So that's
Yes.
awesome.
So one of the things I wanted to just bring up too is under the more, we've got the scheduled tutorial hours. And we're planning on moving a button down here to make it more obvious. But one of the things that differentiates my LMS from others is that I'm actually planning, I actually already have it in my calendar, is twice a week I have reserved time to host live tutorial hours with the students. So they can come here, they can schedule tutorial hours. This actually takes them to well, I'll just show you. It takes you to my Zoom, and you can choose a date and a time. So you can, right here, enter your name and email address and register for my tutorial hours.
Okay.
So I really think that is something that students will find useful. So if they have questions about, let's say, Agile, the difference between big A
Hmm.
and little a, you can schedule a meeting with me during my tutorial hours to have a further discussion about that. Or let's say I didn't understand the difference between critical path method and critical chain method. Can we go over that? Of course we can. Sign up for a time during tutorial hours. It's already pre scheduled in my Zoom calendar, and we can talk about it.
Okay. And you have different pricing structures depending on how many courses are taken. And if you do a package, you can get some further detail or discounts, I should say.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
So obviously, if you just want to tip your toe in the water, you can register for one class, and that's $99. And now you can't just leave that indefinitely. You probably should expect to complete that within, say, 3 months. But we can, we can talk about it if something is preventing you from completing the class. So one single class is $99. And then if you choose to sign up for a package deal, we do have different levels for 5 classes, 10 classes, 25 classes, and even a monthly subscription. So all of those have different prices. I'd be happy to discuss those with anyone that has questions. And you can reach me through my website just by hitting the contact us page.
Okay. So
That'll send me an email, or you can even phone me.
so we have 10 active, you've got 20 more planned that you're working through, which will be up at some point soon. $99 single course, discounts when you do multiples. Join groups, get tutor or what do you call them? Tutoring? Was it tutoring hours?
Tutorial hours, yes.
Okay. And so on the and I think the big thing is they're actually worth PDUs.
Yes. So each course is made up of a video, and then there is the assignments and the quiz. And my intention is that it would be at least a half an hour to complete all of those things. So you should be able to earn at least a half of a PDU through each class, and some may be longer.
Okay. So I will include a link to your website and a link to your LMS page and a link to your LinkedIn profile. So if people want to learn a little more about you, individually. And I'll also throw in your past 2 episodes so they can go back and listen to those if they'd like. Maybe learn a little more about the big A versus the little A in Agile. Anything else you want to add?
Well, one thing I would like to say is that all of these videos feature a generative AI avatar as the presenter. Because one thing I wanted to introduce was this element of DEI. So rather than watching me present all of this content, hours and hours of content, we're using this avatar, and it's different avatars for different courses. So when you start the course, you don't necessarily know who's going to present today. So one day it may be this young Asian woman, and tomorrow it may be an older African American gentleman. So it brings about a certain element of fun as well. And I just really like that. It makes it a lot easier to produce the videos because the avatar sticks to the script and they're not saying, okay, every other phrase. And it just is a lot more fun. I think that also will be interesting and encourage people to try this new LMS as well.
Okay.
So so
I'm gonna.
you've got the avatar, you've got gamification, you've got this great back office. Um, see there, I go You've got the great back office to show you your progress, and there's the communication within the tool, as well as having the tutorial hours for one-on-one or small group um, communication about any specific questions you might have. So it's a little bit different than your standard online LMS. And hopefully the students and clients will find value in that.
Well, I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Thank you.
All right. Unless you have some more information, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and get your information put together, get your links out there, and get it shared. We'll probably have it out, I'd say, in the next week or two. I've got a couple other episodes that are going to come out, but we'll get it posted. And in the
Right,
meantime, I'll
thanks.
check out the LMS system.
Thank you, Walt. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you, Angela. For everyone else, we'll see you on the next episode of PM Mastery.